my fellow nerd newsies. I realized that you guys should have a name. What should I call you guys? I could call you Nerd Newsies because Newsies is a movie that starred Christian Bale and he later went on to play Batman. So that's kind of cool, but maybe it's totally lame. If you can think of one that's better, write it in the comments. Name yourselves. Name yourselves. Name yourselves. And welcome to a show I like to call Nerd News. Communicator on. So first up in nerd news, this is sort of in response to last week's nerd news where I showed you the first look at the Catwoman costume that Anne Hathaway is going to be wearing. Apparently, a lot of people did not like the costume so much. I heard from many of you that were kind of like, I understand, but Anne Hathaway is responding to naysayers about the costume and to people that like it, and this is what she has to say.
So what I am happy to say is, if you didn't like the photo, I'm gonna start with a negative. You only see about 1/10 of what that suit can do. And if you did like the photo, you have excellent taste.
I like that response. It's not catty at all. In other The Dark Knight Rises news, a video has been leaked online of Bane addressing a large group of people. Someone videotaped it. I want to say that this could be a spoiler. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but I think that if you want to not know anything about the plot of this movie, stop listening for about 30 seconds. So apparently it's Tom Hardy in Heinz Field in Pittsburgh addressing a giant crowd of people and telling them to rise up, and it looks like it's probably from the climax of the movie. I didn't want to watch too much of it because I don't want the movie to be spoiled for myself, but the interesting part is that Bane's voice isn't like this deep gravelly thing. He actually sounds more like a professor, which is so interesting. It's the opposite of what you would think is happening, which Nolan is great at this. He gives us a visual kind of thing that makes you expect one thing, and then he deepens it by doing something unexpected. Yay! Tom Hardy's a great actor too. I can't wait to see this movie. In other movie news, Andy Serkis was interviewed by Ain't It Cool News, and apparently a lot of people were complaining to Andy Serkis that he had already played an ape in King Kong, so why was he going to play another ape as Caesar in Planet of the Apes? So he describes the difference between the two characters, which I thought was really interesting, but also kind of funny. And then he talks about how he's doing second unit directing on The Hobbit. Did you know this? I think that's so interesting that an actor in the movie is also doing second unit directing. Pretty cool. Andy Serkis has he's multifaceted, man. He can do everything. Yay, Andy Serkis. Speaking of Planet of the Apes, have you seen the new movie, Rise of Planet of the Apes? Did you like? I loved with my heart beating. Oh yes, oh so good. Yeah, so good. Apparently, a lot of people feel that way, and there are many talks, whisperings. Sequel. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Exciting. It might be even a whole series, not even just 2, maybe 3. In science news, I have a couple of science newses this week. One, very interesting. Let's start with this. Did you know that males can lactate? Apparently, you would have to have something go slightly awry with your pituitary gland and have a baby be suckling on your nipple for a little while, but you can do it, guys. If you get stranded on a desert island with your baby, you can feed it. Isn't that exciting? I guess some men would probably be not excited about this, but I think you should be excited. I'll put a link to the article below. In other science news, NASA has recently discovered that there may have been briny water on Mars. There's evidence of sort of trickly looking dark smudges on some rocks. Who knows what it was, but it was watery, so there were probably mermaids. What does a Martian mermaid look like? Leave me Facebook pictures of your best Martian mermaid, all right? Here's my Facebook. Oh, and if you want to do it on Twitter, you can do it on Twitter. There, go Mars mermaids, go. In YouTube news, our friend Lane directed a really cool zombie movie over at the game station. Zombies take over the game station. I recommend going to watch it. It's pretty fun, especially if you like zombie stuff. The makeup effects, pretty cool. That's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this special man-lactating version of Nerd News. And I'll give you fist kisses. And butterfly kisses. And scrub kisses. And elephant kisses. and Martian mermaid kisses. And ET kisses. There you go. Okay, bye. I'm going now. Yay!